This is an old childhood story right here. I'll tell about Badiatus while he's AFK. We were coming back from opening ceremonies from Little League before the season starts and all that, you know. Excuse me, my nose is stuffy. And so from the baseball fields, there was a bike trail that went into our neighborhood, and so we were just gonna walk home because this is back in like the early '90s when parents just never knew where their kids were, anyways, and so we were just out running free. And we had one bicycle between the two of us, and it was his bike, and he was riding and stuff. And then all of a sudden, he's like, "Hey, you want the bike?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I want the bike," because I didn't feel like walking wearing baseball cleats and stuff on this trail, because it was a paved trail. It's got a badass bike trail system. But then I didn't realize it's because he was holding back a poop, and sitting on the bike just was not helping. I was just happy to sit down. And so we're going along, and then he brings it up. He's like, "Oh man, oh jeez, man, I gotta poop so bad right now." And we're probably like 40 minutes from being home too. Like it's a bit of a walk, because kids back in that day, we walked, we went places. And anyway, so we're going along, and I just thought it was funny. I was giggling. He was off gassing a bit, letting out a bunch of farts and stuff. And then I was just pedaling the bike super duper slow. I was mostly just sitting on it more than anything. I wasn't really like going anywhere. And then all of a sudden, like, I didn't see him next to me anymore. And then I was like, "What the hell?" And I turned my head, and he's like 50 feet back from me. He's like 50 feet back from me, and he's just holding, he was holding his guts. And then all of a sudden, he pulls down his baseball pants, and I see his bare ass, and I see a turd fly straight out of his butt and just split in half on the waistband of his baseball pants. Half that turd landed on the pavement of the bike trail. That other half just went right down his leg, down to his foot. And it was so damn funny too. I can't even keep it together while I'm thinking about this story. And then he pulled his pants the rest of the way down, and he just laid a big old turd-ski just all over, just splattered that bike trail. And then there was nothing to wipe with because it's all spruce trees where we live. You ain't wiping with no spruce tree. And so we just kept on walking. He just figured he'd take care of it when we got home, because like, what else you gonna do, right? What else you gonna do? Stuff just happens sometimes. And so we start walking. And about like 30 seconds later, we see this couple. Excuse me. We see this couple. It's an old lady and an old man, and they're walking their two dogs, and they're going the opposite direction of us. They're going straight at it. And so we just kicked into high gear and started going as fast as we can. And to this day, like, I still don't know what happened, but they definitely, like, walked around the corner into a big old pile of poop. And it's just so funny. It's just so funny every time I think about it. Oh, man, being a little kid was so fun.